pesto lovers, Jamie Otis here with Chef Alfio from Circo, New York. And if you like pesto, you're in for a treat. Chef Alfio here has won the Pesto Award in New York, and now he's going to be off to, where are you going in March?
So in March we fly to Genova, Italy, where we will have the World Final Pesto Championship, and I will represent New York City. So I'm very happy. I'm very excited. All the final from each major city on the world, people from Tokyo, people from Johannesburg, London, will attend this competition. So we will be like up to 50 people. And
so 50 of you, all creating pesto. You're all going to be judged individually. You won the competition here in New York, so you have some big shoes to fill. You have to make us proud.
Yes. I'm working on.
We're going to practice right here, right now at Circo, New York. He's going to make us some pesto, and I'm going to get to taste it. I'll let you all know exactly how good it is or how bad it is. We'll see.
Let's try and see. All right?
Teach me how to make this pesto.
Okay. These are the ingredients, and then we mix up all together with mash, and until we reach a smoothie, creamy consistency.
All right. Well, let's give this a go. Let's see what you got.
All right. So
what's the first step?
So first step, you have your mortar. Okay. You start with the pine nuts.
Okay. How do you know how many to put in there?
Again, the recipe, there is no an exact recipe of pesto. It's more of a taste. You need to try. You need to feel, because the pesto, some people put a lot of garlic, it's too strong. So some people put too much cheese, and is too strong also, because the Parmesan cheese and the pecorino can cover the flavor of the basil. So over here on this recipe, we are looking the basil pesto. We are looking for the main ingredients has to be the basil. So the pine nuts, they're being crushed. So you have like a paste. You can see you have a paste consistency.
All right. So you take the pine nuts out of your mortar.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Because again, the pesto, I don't want it creamy. I need to, when I bite my pasta you need to feel some little
bit of texture.
Yeah, a little texture. So you need some little chutney or something. I don't want everything smooth. I don't want everything like creamy or a mousse.
You want a little bit of grit in there.
The basil is the main ingredient, so we need to have a lot. But again, you need to be careful. Use just the leaves. Do not use this part of the basil. Oh. You don't have to use.
Is that bitter or?
Yes, it's bitter. I don't like. I use just the leaves. If are too big, the leaves, you cut it with the hands, not with a knife. You need to cut with the hands.
What happens with the hand that's better than the knife?
With a knife, you're going to press the leaves of the basil, and we lose the liquid. So that's why with hands you will keep it. I'm going to put few flake of Maldon salt.
What kind of salt is this?
Maldon salt.
What is that?
It's a flake.
Thick.
Yeah. This is helping me but just a little bit, helping me to smash the basil.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
And then we go. We start.
If you're ever really, really angry at someone, do you come in here and just make some pesto and just really...
Yeah, you're like, you have to be like that. But also, one movement that you have to remember is not just press, it's also flip out like that.
What does that do? That allows to kind of make sure that you're pressing each basil leaf sufficiently?
Yes, correct.
That is so impressive. You've actually created a paste out of these basil leaves.
Yes.
With just basil, mortar, pestle, and salt.
Mortar, some salt. Salt is helping you to, when you press,
break up the leaves.
That's why I use the salt flake. If I will use the regular flake,
it won't work as well. So, note to self. All right. So we're coming to the final stages here. What else do we have to put? We have the pine nuts. We have the basil.
Yeah, we have the pine nuts. We have the basil. Now we add a little bit of garlic. Just a little bit. See, I use not the center part, but
just you shave the edges there.
Then I put inside, and I give flavor and I smash it. I continue to smash it. So that's the last things. To be fast, you have to roll it.
Now, why do you have to go so fast?
Because, after, more time pass, the color can become dark. So all these kind of things. So then we add back our pine nuts. Put back our pine nuts.
The texture is amazing. You can add a little crunch into it.
We have our pecorino cheese.
You just measure this all with the eyeball, huh?
Yes. Then after I will try, and then I will, I will fix the taste. So a little bit Parmesan cheese, pecorino cheese, Parmesan cheese.
So what type? There's Parmesan and what's the other kind of cheese?
Pecorino.
A little dash of the Circo.
Yeah, Circo oil. All right, and then mix it up.
This smells amazing. Every time you turn it, the waft comes right to me.
Yeah, I can see that the color is nice. There is a nice green, bright green color. The smell is good. Now we try.
It's one way to get an arm workout.
Now we try.
Do you approve?
A little salt.
Dash more of salt.
Tiny garlic.
Couple more shaves of this garlic.
Yeah. Now we're okay. We're okay. Because after one more things of the basil, when you made, after you need to let rest a little bit. If it's rest a little bit, all the flavor,
Will come together.
come up. Yeah. So you need to also keep this on your mind so it doesn't have to be like really strong, like in the garlic and pine nuts, light.
Well, I'm excited to try this. Well, can I dig in?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna help myself here.
Please.
Mmm,
What do you think?
it's so good. I love it.
Thanks.
Oh my goodness. So what would you put this on? Pasta?
Yes, we do with the pasta. We serve with like a classic recipe with the troffie. Troffie is like a twisted pasta, and so we boil the pasta, and then we don't. When you make the pesto, it's very important. Do not put on the fire, because if we put the pesto on the pot on top of the fire, it will become darker color. So we boiling the pasta, in the boiling water. So after we have in the pot, we have the pesto, but the pesto is not on top of the fire. We just put some boiling water into the basil pesto, and then once the pasta is ready, we mix together. So that's how we do
Wow.
in the restaurant. If you see the classic recipe, they put the pasta inside a big torch, big mortar, and they mix all together. So but we need to adjust a little bit, in our business.
Well, now you are well practiced, well prepared for your next competition. To hear more from your favorite chefs, keep going back to chefsconnection.com.